up, everyone? How's it going? How's it going? Let's see if we can put some music on. It's gonna be really stuck out. Hello. Okay. We're just gonna see how it sounds like. I'm gonna go ahead and put this stuff on, but we're gonna share it into Discord and we'll go ahead and start the stream. Should have been inspired, but whatever. I'm super stuck. I usually have dual streaming to YouTube, but I didn't do it today because I'm trying to save some money. I'm in a tight situation right now, but that's for another time. But yeah, let's go ahead and go. Let's do it. Dylxan and Deathflies and Drafters. I have no mic and I have no cam, so it's gonna be interesting. Go ahead and see what we do. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So we're going to analyze, I don't even know, it's Dylxan's Dream Discord Draft Dog, DDD, Triple D, Double D. Yeah, what's up with it, everyone? Let's go ahead and get started. I think the team first that we're gonna analyze is the Champao team, which is Reds. After that, I'm gonna go ahead and do a, what should I call it, actually I'm streaming the viewer count and everything. I know I got 0 views, whatever, but I just want to see if people pop up and stuff like that. I don't have my phone available or anything, so I'm just gonna do that. If the music is loud, if anything's loud, I would like to know, let me know, guys, because yeah, I just need to, it would be nice to know. Okay, so let's do this. One thing I want to preface is I'm not gonna really criticize the teams too heavily. I think Red's a little bit more strict on that. I will just say, I don't know if I'm gonna be objective. I will be objective as much as I can, but I will also say, hey, if I like a Pokemon, if I like a combination, I will definitely point that out. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. This is Red's team. I like it. Tropico is kind of broken sometimes because this thing. Champao. And then what if he has Tera? I think his Teras are, you can see right here. Is it 3 Teras? He doesn't have Tera Carbic? Oh no, that's what I put. It's Mesprit, Psychic Fairy, which is Stab and not Stab, but you get to that, yeah, the unrestricted Stab, you can get 1 unrestricted Stab Mon and then 1 free Tera, so his free Tera is Typhlosion. Well, I think his Teras are kind of weird. I'm not gonna be honest. I'm gonna call you out a little bit, but hey man, it's whatever. I'm not gonna, you know. But in his team he has webs. He has a spinner and 2 default users. If I'm correct, if I'm not mistaken. Carbic is not a Kekpop. Yeah, I know. I literally put that. So Red's also in the chat right now. I put that. Does the Red, is the music and everything kind of good? Like the volume in comparison to the thing, it's super scuffed right now. But anyways, let's go to default. You have 2 defaulters and 1 rapid spinner. So one guy who's not as a defaulter, but you did use him like support wise last time with what's his name? You used surprisingly you used Salamis as a support mon, but he can be done since he has Wish and you got it back. Generation 8 he didn't have it, which I was so mad because I was trying to use him that way. But you have web support. Speed tiers are good. I like the combination. Recovery wise, I don't see a lot of it. I mean, does Terapagos get? They get rest, right? That's what it gets, yeah. So you get Healing Wish in Mesprit. And I'm gonna change the music because it's a little bit distracting to me. It's about, but speed tiers are good. Yeah, I'm gonna see what. I guess I'll. Should I look at it right after you do it? I guess let's see what he did. Wait, you didn't. Oh, you did. You did. You did grade them. What the hell? So should I do that and then do that, or what should we do? Should you come in and come later? I don't know. Whatever. I'm gonna see. I'm not gonna grade anything. I think it's decent. So there's that thing. The Firegrass Water Core is there. I mean, you have Flash Fire. So to me, you've been using Whimsicott pretty well, but I don't like that mon that much. But hey, it's not a bad mon, and yeah. So the team is pretty decent. I'm not gonna go too much in depth. I'm just gonna see. I had more like to say. I guess I just woke up, so I'm a little sleepy. Yeah, you got 3 Levitate mons, which I would count the water type one as that. So you can, you know, pretty well balanced team. I'm gonna go to yellows next. I don't know if there's other stuff that we should talk about, but yeah, I'm not. It's pretty good. Team is a little bit on the slower side, but does he have web support? He does actually. A lot of the teams in this league have webs, surprisingly. But yeah, he was a little upset that he couldn't use Superior as a Terra captain, and I get it. You know, he was the mon that everyone was trying to use Stella with at the beginning of OU, and I kind of messed up the same thing because I also tried to use Regieleki as a freaking Terra captain, which it wasn't allowed. So that's the thing, you know. Some of them are a little broken. That one was considered Uber at one point, and I mean, Superior would have been a little bit better with that as a Terra captain, but so a bit on the slower side. But the mid speed tiers are pretty good, super good, like Water Grass and Fire Core. That's like that's where his team shines. Defensively, it's really good. His 2 major threats though are weak to rocks. What I wanted to say about hazards. I didn't mention hazards on Red's team. Looks like he has a lot of hazards, right? 3 stealth rock users. I'm just going off by like vision. Yeah, you have 3, and then you have webs. Where I want to put webs here somewhere. I think sticky web doesn't pop up in this thing. It might not. Yeah, it doesn't. So that's why I didn't put it. But last time I do like it how yellow uses his team very he's even, I would say, even more balanced than Red's team, because Red is more offensive team, which I would be more prone to. But this team is really good, and it can exploit someone who wants to play kind of fast. So yeah, in terms of, you know, he has a couple of self rock users. Let's confirm 4 actually. Wow, that's amazing. And then let's see, spikes. I mean, if you're a spikes user, you either are or you aren't. Rapid spin, defogger. Let's see what the defogger's at. Yeah, not too bad. I mean, it's not great it's not. It's not terrible. It's pretty good actually, you know. And Zapdos is going to come in a lot, so either Zapdos or Tusk will come always. So, and then he's been using, you know, his strategies looks like it's weaken the team, and then I'll use Cure on Black and try to de-dance and use loaded dice. That's what it looks like it's been so far. But he has a lot of alternative strategies he can use if he wants to. He's been using Ursaring too, his Terra Captain. All these Terra Captains that are here are not actually Terra Captains. He has Giraffe. I couldn't say it right. But yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. So yeah, let's go ahead and I'm going to change the song to again. This is distracting. So I'm getting distracted by the music. Oh shit. But yeah. Oh wait, we got 2 things coming. That's why. Alright, so what else did I want to say? Yeah, he's been using his So he has Ferrafrig and 3 TERAs that, yeah. So he didn't use it in the last battle, but I think Ursaring's been used really well. You know, it has Guts, Facade, I think. Normal feet too. I'm not too sure if it has Guts. I'm not. Let's see. It does. Quick feet. So it was decent. I mean, I actually didn't know that Ursaring was that slow. Thought it was a little bit faster, but I always kind of forget because it's not one I use. I'm on that's used very frequently, but yep. So it's a decent team too. I like it. Zapdos is always my favorite. Kyurem is always my favorite. It's super good. I think though this team can get really exposed to like hazards for sure. So it kind of has to bring rocks a lot all the time. I mean, a spinner or a rock or a defogger. So that's why I realized that I'm not a lot icy because his main threats are right here. And he's actually been using Primarina a lot too. Looks like it's one of his faves, so as far as the ground, it looks a little ground weak, but I mean he has some coverage for it. Levitate. My team is super ground, so I shouldn't be talking about. So yeah, let's go ahead and the next team. I have everything all over the place. I wanted to make this more hype. I'm a little tired, so more tired than I thought I was gonna be. Let's see. We got an Umbreon. What the heck? I didn't realize that Dom had an Umbreon. Dang, so his team is kind of thick. Maybe that's why I was looking at some of his mons and kind of like overlooked that a lot of it. I also thought actually when I faced him, I thought he was going to be type leather. So his team, I think it's the most balanced. Well, what I mean by that is like or more unpredictable. Like it's like what can I bring? He has a lot of weapons he can use. You know, is that a mega? No, that's not a mega Aggron. He used Tera versus me. I will say he got, if I was playing a little bit better or just normal, if I played like a normal human being with a brain, I would have clutched it out at the end. Surprisingly though, I think it could have been thrown by either one, so kudos to him for closing it out and doing what he had to do. Excalibur, always scary. Can go run ban. Looks like he's been running ban a lot. His TERAs are, it seems like, let's go check out his TERAs real quick. I don't have the correct one. Ghost and Dark with Griffin and 3 TERAs Aggron, yeah. Like I mentioned before. Solid team. Good spirit tiers in terms of like you know, good speed tiers for sure. Not good speed tiers, just good mons that have good recovery. You got Zapdos, you got Mega Venusaur so good, and you got Wish Passer in Umbreon, which can be a fodder sometimes, setup fodder. But like with this team, it looks like it has good offense. It could be hyper offense. I mean, good offensive team if you choose to, or a good defensive team, or a combination of both. And he has webs. Third team that has webs. So there you go. Surprisingly, I don't have webs. I was to see recovery wise, yeah, he has good recovery, super good recovery. A couple of let's see, rock users, stealth rock. He only has 1, 2, but those mons, I think he kind of always brings Quagsire to the mix. So yeah, let's see. We got Spiker. Yeah, Quagsire got way better when stealth rocks were required by him. A lot of good defoggers, and he has no spin, but that doesn't matter. If you want to put a defogging, you can. His team doesn't. I mean, you can with boots, you can protect Moltres, so it's not super required. I mean, you can have boots on everything, and he has like good monsters that have defog, right? These three mons right here, Griffin, Moltres, and freaking Girder. So solid team. Even Girder can shine. So we've already shown. So very solid team. I think probably one of the better ones for sure. Then there's my team, which is a weird team of trying to be a rain team, but not really. And it has more like offensive natures and defensive natures. There's some MVPs here. I took out Circuitry to put in Reiko because I want to like just be flexible this whole season. Kind of like that's the reason to play. I just play because I have fun. So it's really fun to play, to be honest. And like have multiple mons. I mean, that's why I do draft, because you use mons and you can use them so that your folks sent. So yeah, I got the Mega Scizor, which is awesome, and I was able to pick up another Mega. To be honest, I think Mega Sceptile has pulled more of its weight. Had I not Mega Evolved in versus Bork, I think it would have put in work. So I think performance-wise, Mega Scizor has been doing its okay. It's just I haven't been able to, you know, use it properly. So that's another thing. It's an offensive threat. I just want to change it up during the season. I have already made 2 changes. I'll make 4 more during the season. So we'll see what's up. And then yeah, in terms of, I probably have more weak. I still have 2 defoggers and a rapid spinner, right? So as long as you bring one of those in, you're solid. You know, but it could be improved upon. And in terms of rocks, I have 3 people who can use rocks, right? Yes, no spikes, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really a big spikes user. I do like talk spikes, so it's kind of weird for me not to have a grounded poison. And we have grounded poison on all previous streams, I believe. Yes, we do. So a lot of people require that as a thing. I don't have a fire, grass, water core because I do not have one because I have a rain team. So when you have a rain team, people usually don't get a fire one. I guess they get volcanion, or unless they want to run a mix thing. So usually you don't run one, but it's just preference. You know, if you want to, you can. But yeah, nothing much to say about that. People can criticize it however they want it, or not criticize it, analyze it. I have some MVPs. I have a lot of strategies. Obviously, I've been playing like shit. I think so, because I think every match that I've played, I could have won, and I just prepped kind of bad. I've actually been used to executing bad, but you know, it kind of happens sometimes. So you know, you just gotta brush it off and play better next week, or just brush it off. But next one we got Paladin. That question mark, I don't know what it is. Let's go ahead and try to check it out what it is, so we can fix it. Is it Ursa Luna? That's not Blood Moon. Wait. No, Ursa Luna's on there. What is not being read? Paladin? Aegislash. We got Golisapa, Queso, Ursa Luna. Thunderous Tea. Let's go ahead and put Thunderous Tea. I think it has to be Theory. But yeah, I think what I've noticed about this team, it is kind of slow, but he has the speed advantage, which, not speed, but he has a priority advantage on some of these guys. And there's a good option he has not used, which I think he could use, or you know, Paladin could use. He or she, I'm not sure. Again, I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah, I think it's a solid team. Charizard as their unrestricted or restricted Tera. Oh no, it's a free Tera. Charizard is a free Tera, and it does a pretty good job. It's been doing a pretty good job. I'm picking up good kills, so good for him. Fire Grounded actually is restricted. The free Tera is Crossow. Wow. No, the free Tera is Smeargle. Okay. Yeah, Crossow is a free Tera, I was gonna say. That was been a bit too much. It would have been a little sus, but it could have happened, you know? It could have happened. Let's see what Red has to say. Audience is just a bit low. Fuck. It's a little bit low. Fuck, that means I gotta get closer. That's on me. It's a little low, it's just a little bit low. So that's my bad. Yeah, I just gotta get closer, I think. That's not my bad. Fuck. Well. Dang it. He told me. Dang it. He told me a long time ago. So that means If this is kind of too high, then well, hopefully you guys can hear it better now. After I've already described most people, I think his team is scary. He can be really scary. I definitely think so. The thing is that he's been relying on Paladin's been relying on the same strategy, and if you changed it up, I mean, this team can be still scary. The thing is that it's just too, not too slow, but everything is too close together. Like, look at the top 4 mons. It's just, they're all way too close together in speed tier. So, I mean, that's why I think you have to rely on webs, but you don't have to. You just gotta. You have a lot of strategy to work with, so he just has one of the more interesting teams. I think it's a little bit one of the teams kind of harder to prep for, to be honest. And be sincere. I mean, and even saying that, he even said that I could have 6-0'd him, which is crazy to me. If I had to play it a little bit more straightforward, but you always gotta play careful sometimes, especially if you're down. Wins wise. Then we got the next guy is, I think that's my opponent for this week, Marco, if I'm not too mistaken. I have everyone memorized because this is people that I've already played. Slurpuff, and then squad over here. In terms of, we didn't describe the Stealth Rock on his team. He has good default users. No rapid spin. I mean, that's the problem. That don't have. He's kind of has the same thing with me, where he wants to set up. I think he'll play that game, setting up hazards. But if someone says hazard for you and they get rid of theirs, then you have a problem. Because both these mons, Lyris, Therian, and Charizard, kind of like similar to another team. I don't want to say is their mons are very tough to use defog with. I mean, they don't want to be using defog. That's what I meant to say. So yeah, that hazard control definitely is something that can be improved upon. He has spikes on Gliscopod and then 3 users of spikes on both and 3 users of rocks. So good solid rocks, and then he also has sticky web. So that's 4 out of the 5 teams that we discussed have sticky web. Other than that, he does have slightly good recovery. No recovery on the team, not that much actually. So that's a little worrisome. But what he makes up in defense, there's a lot of offense in that team. And defensive wise, good cores and stuff like that. Fire grass and water are very good defensively, offensively. I haven't described the Steel Fairy and Dragon just because I don't. It's whatever. You guys can see what it is on screen. This team, as far for rocks, this looks like it doesn't have very many. This Tyranitar. T-Fog, I guess you can use support users as in Crobat and Noivern, but yeah, you can use both of them as Noivern, you can use both of them. So basically, if you choose to, you can. Let's see if somebody said something in the chat. I'm gonna describe. Sock is the mon of the week. Okay. We got a little excited over there. But yeah, let's go ahead and go to the next one. Yeah, there's a lot of threats in this one. You got really good priority users in that. So this is a lot of setup mons on his team, and it can be dangerous for sure. Other than that, I don't really have a lot to say. Good. Oh, you have Mr. Rhyme as a rapid spinner too, right? Yeah, so not terrible. Just it sucks having like a ice type as a rapid spinner. It's just you always want to. It's not ideal, but it's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's a pretty good squad. We'll see how it is when I face it this week. So. Next team that I want to talk about is Mudkip, man, which I haven't really seen much of their matches actually, to be honest. been the team that I've probably seen the least. Team number 4. Let's go ahead and start. Like, I'm gonna start hurrying up. I don't know if he wants to jump in. I'm probably not going to. I'm running out of energy because I'm a little tired and probably get some sleep. So probably won't get Red involved, just because his stuff is already there, and I'll look at it afterwards. So it would have been good to see. Actually, we can go ahead and do it. So this is what he says about himself. I guess I won't. I'll just do it afterwards because I don't want to be blinded, I guess, and then be like, okay. So what we got for got a super solid team, I think. Let's see. We got Iron Valiant, Infernia, Galvantula. Yeah, webs again. So every single team has had webs except 2. That's even Marco has webs. So every single team has had webs except mine. Can you believe that? That's insane. Because Slurpuff also has webs. Okay, so webs is there. This team is solid. It's just solid. It has a lot of offensive, but it have a lot of defensive core mons. No Firegrass and water, but it has fire and water, which they're all the offensive types. So what it makes up in that, it has, 2 water, good solid water ones, but basically the core is just has really good defensive mons. What I want to mention is that it looks like very, very earthquake driven team. So yeah, so let's see. I don't even know their record. To be honest, I don't know if they have a positive record. I think they have 2-2. So a lot of people are 2-2 right now, I think. Yes, they are. Yeah, 8th place. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I see rock user. I see a couple of rock users. Yeah, there are a lot of rock users, a lot of stealth rock users. So they're decent, a lot. 4, and then you have spikes, and then you have no spinner, but defog users. So hazard control is very lacking on the C. And you don't have Mega Sableye. You just have Sableye. So that's just something to look for. But I like the team. The synergy looks nice. Looks good offensively. Also very defensive mod. So that's cool. I think didn't check your TERAs, and I also didn't check Marco's TERAs. You got Kingdra's Water and Ground. Nice. And then free TERA is Mr. Ron. Interesting. Nice. Oh, so if you can, get it in, and it won't be. You can lose the ice type weakness, and be able to fucking do some rapid spin shenanigans. So for Malamore is a nice free TERA from Mudkip, man. That's good. The thing about Malamore is it's super slow, which sucks. Gets rid of that U-turn 4 times weakness. And as far as Galvantula is your electric water, so it's a good. I like the use of the TERA selection. It's like the mons that are kind of like very, very like using the TERAs defensively and offensively, which is really important. And basically using them, utilizing the TERAs to their advantage. So that's really good. We got Gogeta. Next standings, rosters, Gogeta. Interesting team. We went from having 3 megas to only having 2. This team, I noticed it right away. Marco's team, or not Marco's team, Mudkip has good sweet tiers, or decent. Right away, this team is also suffering from the speed tier syndrome. Like Paladin, but you do have the Aqua Jet in the Basculin, and Mew can also have everything, any move it wants to, but it is suffering in that aspect. In terms of typing, it looks like there's like multiple types of many different mons, so it can be taken advantage of, honestly. I can see like there's like a lot of cross weaknesses, so that's something that if you want to like look at your defenses, it would be worth taking a look at. But solid runs, 2 regenerated runs, so it's always tough battling regenerated runs. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the next guy. Stealth Rock users surprisingly not bad. Mew has everything. Defoggers if you choose to run them, but I think, you know, maybe Rapid Spinner in Armaldo is nice, but typically all those 3 mons as their defoggers, you do not want to use them as defoggers, so that's a problem as well. We have Monsieur KJ next, I believe. Okay, let's go ahead and get Mr. KJ on the screen. 30 minutes. I hopefully will make a YouTube out of this. I didn't want to run this in YouTube too because I'm trying to save money, like I said. Usually I run them in both. So this looks like a very normal Gen 7 team to me. Like, you know, all these mons are pre-Gen 7, right? Hey, what's up, Emily Wonders? How are you? But yeah, I'm gonna see some real quick. Yeah, so let's go ahead. Yeah, I think it's very Gen 7. Like, I mean, you know. Yeah, I think Emily. Oh, how you doing? Yeah, that's awesome. Right now, we're chilling. Right now, I'm actually doing a podcast / draft analysis, so I'm not gonna be looking at chat. But I appreciate you coming in, and it's nice seeing you again. Too much right now because I'm just gonna focus on the draft. So, like I was saying, thanks for coming in and doing the stream. So yeah, Google Sheets right now for sure. Yeah, so like I was saying, the speed tiers look nice, but like it looks very Gen 7. So I think, you know, OU or something. But yeah, solid mods. There's some repetition on some of the mods, like weaknesses, so that can be taken advantage of. But looks like KJ, I think, is one of the 2 teams that haven't done so hot right now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. He also needs to battle, so he could be 1 in 3. United Arab. Who's Turkish again? Wasn't it Marco? It is Marco. So yeah, solid team. Let's look at the. He has a good fire grass and water core, that's for sure, right? Laudia. I mean, you got Venusaur, you got Talonflame. Offensively, right? And you have water for, you don't have a water type, you or a ninja. So what I mean to say that is like a very good offensive core, no defensive core, unless you choose to run like that. This team can go in hand. But what I see about this team is like someone can just set up and just like kind of like run a train through it, you know. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. So, yep. Good taunt users. You got some good defog users for sure. Spike users. So you got really good use of hazards. KJ. I wanted to see if you have webs. You do not, right? 2 teams in this did not have webs. 2 out of the, well, let's see. No webs here as well, right? Yeah, no webs. Damn, this guy has Petra? What the hell? Who let him grab Petra? Oh yeah, he just came in and grabbed everything he wanted. Lastlie. Let's see. Okay, so no webs here too, so that's 4 teams. 5 out of the 12 teams don't have webs. Majority web users. Okay, so let's go ahead and see who's next. Lastly, I don't know if there's anything else to comment on that. Yeah, Lastly's has a good team for sure. That I can say right off the bat. I call these guys the anals. Okay, he has Petron. Petron's nice. I don't know what team is not being showed up. One of the ones in there, huh? Is it Muck? Is it Mega Lopunny? It's not Mega Lopunny. It is Landistarian, I think. It is Landistarian because of the T. Because we have Landistarian, not T. Alright, so I think that pops up now. Solid team. The Landistarian Tapu Fini core is very famous. I used it and it was solid. I feel like the only reason that it wasn't successful for me is because I had to play best of 3s and I choked, so that's a skill issue, I guess. I didn't choke, I just pressed. It was the first time I think I actually missed a press the wrong button in the match. But yeah. We have that. Let's see. Solid team. Good Earthquake. Good against Earthquake. He's good, solid against Earthquake. As was KJ. Do see a glaring weakness now that I'm looking at the team, so I will keep that to myself. I don't think we play actually. We won't get to play if we only play 10 season. I think you're my last match if we play 11 games. So if we're making it this season an 11 game season, but I don't know if we will or not. Looks like it's heading to a 10 game season based on the majority poll. So we'll have to discuss it with the draft team, and we'll say what's up, and we'll tell you guys what's up. Solid Mons though. I'm not really gonna complain. Like I don't really have much to say about the team. It's pretty solid. Free talent Avalok, which is good because Avalok is weak as shit, especially defensive wise, so it can help in that aspect. And Delphox is Fire Fairy. He changes this week. Me, I made a change with Zergatry. He made a change with this thing, and I also made my Tera Guard from Guard to Frostmaw just to have some fun. And I can say that Tera Frostmoth has beaten my ass before, so I'm excited to see if I can use it somehow one of these days. Yeah, solid Mons. And really, really good actually. I mean, you're not gonna hit an Earthquake on this team, it looks like. Because he has three immunities to ground types, so that's amazing. In terms of hazards and removal, good spinner, good defogger, and stone axe. So he has stone axe, and he has 2. So yeah, either he's gonna bring one of the 2 for sure always. So yeah, no spikes and toxic spikes. He has a grounded poison, which a lot of people consider very vital into the draft. So good for him. Good for them. I did not have one, so I opted not to have one this season. To be honest, I want to do as freaking hyper. I wanted just to do hyper offense, but then I realized, oh, I can't go all the way hyper offense, so I did not do that. So yeah, nice team, like it a lot. Let's go ahead and go to Goon. Good work. Who has a solid team, but is using it very unorthodoxly, which is great because it keeps their opponent guessing. And you know, he has good support and I regenerated him on. Been using Ticketon kind of good. Solid team. Bramble Gas is very underrated. I don't think I've seen the Stunk Fix come out, so would like to see it come out. I think I've used every single mon on my team. I'm not 100% sure if everyone else has. I think I have, except Politoed actually. So I'm not used Politoed. So I think everyone has one mon and they kind of don't use it. That's their pocket mon. So Good rocks wise. Dylxan has rocks. Yeah, good, definitely good. Just good all around team. And you know, he has some immunities to the ground. Oh, a lot of immunities actually. Oh, 2, 3 if he chooses to. So yeah, it's really good. It's a really good team. Saying he's been playing pretty unorthodoxly, which has been really good to his advantage. And so it's kind of like the team where you have weather support, but you don't really need it. Like it's just there to be there, so it's just a threat, that's just an indication of a good team. Last one we have is Griffin. We'll end it kind of fast. I don't remember his team beforehand. I just don't remember. I do see Bulu, Turtle Raider. I don't know how to say that. And Tornadoes as new mons. Maybe Podswine too. So I don't know how he had it before, but it does look a little bit better now. Speed tiers are great. So was Bork's team, and good removal. Good. Kind of, yeah. I guess there is good Earthquake. Yeah, definitely good Earthquake. I guess Earthquake was a problem beforehand for Griffin. Now he can handle it pretty well. Good hazards. Removal is good too. Yeah, as was Bork's team. So yeah, 2 spinners and 2 defars. So it's decent. It's decent. It's definitely decent. And then yeah, solid team. So I know Griffin is trying to make a comeback. Good luck to Griffin. And we'll go ahead and see Red's opinion. Red was supposed to come in. It was a possibility he was gonna come in. Whoa. But it looks like he could be coming in. Unless he wants to. I'm getting kind of tired, so I'm just gonna go with it. I think you guys have heard it this whole freaking podcast or this whole draft analysis that I'm just not. I didn't have the energy. I was gonna do this in the morning, and then I had so much energy, and then I just was like, "Oh, I need to go to sleep." And then I still have the same energy vibes right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some rest. I would agree. I guess I don't know if he has the ranks. I would like to see. I guess. Does he have them by the best ones? The best teams last or the first teams last? Okay, there he is. So he has his team power rocking score rise. Griffin, I do not agree with that. Before he didn't have the best team. I could see his team was very like static. That like it seemed like a very like Generation 17 kind of like KJ's team. And which is Keith. So he ranked Keith's 9th. So I think Griffin was very similar. He had very good offensive sets. Now it's a lot better. Now that I can I look at it again, it's really good team. I don't Gogeta, his name is funny. 12, I really agree with Paladin, to be honest, like that being that low, but I mean we'll see. I mean, yeah, Yellow has a solid team for sure. Yeah. I think everyone in the top 6 or in the top 6, even now, they have solid teams. Everyone below the top 6 also has solid teams. I just they're I think they're Lastlie is number 10 is ridiculous. Like Lastlie has like a really good team. The last line of it. Sorry, brother. Chopping your name up. It's right there. Ain't no way. Oh, he's going by the Firegrass core or whatever. Which is why I guess he's going a lot by the typical steel fire I do want to see what he has. So you guys can go ahead and look at your individual ones. So I should have gone and looked at everything. Yeah, I do think that I have Steel Fairy Dragon. Oh yeah, there's Griffin. Steel? I don't have Steel type. Well, yeah, that's what he gave me a C for the. Wait, do I have Steel type? Am I tripping? Oh yeah, Mega Scissor. I always forget about Mega Scissor. I guess Eo, Fairy, yeah, Fairy and Dragon. I have a couple, yeah. So I do have like some threats for sure. So I guess he gave me good stuff right there. Momentum, speed tiers, offense, defense, Terra cabinets, A-. Nice. It's very good grading wise. I would like to add, maybe to see if he would want to add later on, like what his thoughts was. You know, if I wasn't so tired today, I would definitely let him on. Maybe he can explain. But it's very kind of self-explanatory what he was looking for, and you know what the criteria was. So, oh, so Domstar also worked on it. Oh, nice. Wait, so let's see his Griffin's old team. Hey. Oh. Oh, okay. So he upgraded it. Okay. So he did he really do this? Like his was updated. Wow, he actually did this recently. He did. I wanted to see his old team actually. I would love to see his old team. I mean, he has like pivots, like U-turners, but I still don't think this team is like amazing. You know, that's why I don't feel like. I feel like it's nice. It's a nice team, but there's no there's no like offensive threat on the team. Like, I'm not like looking at your team and I'm like, oh shit, I'm so scared about facing this team, you know? But it's a solid team. Like, look, you see Goon, like Borks, like he has like hard hitting mons, and you know, like something can set up and can win, you know? And he has the weather. Lastly has just like really good mons. Everything is very defensive. You're not gonna, you know, other than him getting 6-0'd by or 5-0'd, you know, he's not gonna get 6-0'd for sure. It's gonna be hard for him to get 6-0'd. He got 5-0'd because he didn't prep well, but they got 5-0'd. But they could have. I mean, if the person played, I mean, it doesn't matter if you get 6-0'd or 5-0'd. I mean, you can. A loss is a loss. That's how I see it. So, I think this team was very unjustly rated, which is why I don't really like to look at PRs. I just like to comment on people's. I just wanted to comment on some like everyone's like you know, I'm gonna give it like some positive aspects. Obviously, you're gonna have like subjective views, you know. But I like to see the good in people's teams for the most part, and yeah. I don't think this was a good rating, because I think no one is gonna like. I think objectively, Domstar and Lastly have the best teams, and then Bork's in there too. And it doesn't matter like how it looks on paper, right? It can look on paper on a certain way, but once you play it and it fits your style, a lot of people do that well. I remember like in my team, similarly, that my team was ranked maybe 8th out of 12, I think, on a PR list, and I ended up winning the league. So it just matters when you're hot, and how you play, and if you play aggressively. And luck, you know, like in any championship run, luck is and preparation is can help in becoming successful and getting luck, but you know, it's just something that you gotta, you know. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you play well, sometimes, you know, even if you have a good team on paper, it's hard. And I think KJ's team and looks very like Griffin's team looks like a better version of KJ's team. That's kind of like what I want to say, but Griffin has a lot of good defensive core. I think that's why he was rated highly. And obviously, someone, you know, someone thought highly of it. So, but I think he has a solid team, and I hope he does well. I guess I don't know. I guess maybe if I went up against it, I would be like, oh shit, this is a tougher team to go. I guess it is more. If I think about it, it's very defensive. Yeah, like a very balanced team. It's just, to me, it looks a little slow. So that's why that's where the subjectivity comes in. Where I'm just like, you know, would I use this team? Nah, you know. Like I would use it, but would I be successful with it? It'd be tough. Cause you have to set up like just having a 350 Mon as your fastest Mon is not good in this era. That's kind of what I want to say. Like everything is speed tier so and like what did they say lacks them hard hitters, but you can play around it. Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm trying to say. But you know, like I said, like if I don't know Turtonator's thing, but like Jirachi can come, you know, has the potential. Gengar has a potential. Like this team would really benefit from a Webs user, 100%. I think Webs on this team would be amazing because then you're like, shit, I had to fucking. Now I have the Webs to worry about. Now I'm like, oh right, well if he sets up Webs, then what the hell do I do? Like this is one of the teams that I'm worried about. If he had Webs, then I'm like, oh fuck. I'm worried. You know? Because now it's a problem. Kind of like the other teams that have Webs. Some of the teams don't need Webs. Like to be honest, like it's 7 out of 12 teams that have Webs. Some people don't need it. Did I fuck up the flag, dude? Did I do something right on this fucking thing? The flag is not here anymore. Oh my god, I fucked that up. Wow. Oh my god, what am I doing? Bro? What are you doing, dog? No, oh, that's what's been happening. Wow, I've been changing everything. Wow. Anyways, yeah, definitely. Like, let's see, like the Webs users on these teams. I guess I'm gonna be critical on the first and last. This list definitely am critical of Lassie's place or Lastlie, and Paladin too. Paladin doesn't have that bad of a team, but it's one of the teams that relies on Webs heavily. So I understand why it's kind of like down there. If you're not prepared for Webs, then you're gonna feel the wrath, right? That's how Griffin's team is. Like Griffin's team will be like that. If he had Webs, then his team becomes like way hard to deal with. But yeah, I was always gonna look at the first and last place kind of more heavily. Yeah, but honestly, like, let's see. Actually, like, Yellow's team would benefit from Webs. I guess it doesn't have to have Webs. That's the problem. That's the thing, because you set up. But like, if you're playing a fast team, yeah, Webs helps the team out. It kind of was like, oh, you got a second think about it. Second think of it. For sure. I think Red has a big speed gap in the middle, but his defensive mons take care of that. I can already see like he has a big gap. Like a superior who should be on his team or something like that. I don't even know if Terapper goes to speed, but do I need to look at it? Also, Wolfu, are you in the draft? I didn't want to look at its speed because I was like, oh, Lastlie, hey, what's up? You are definitely not. You should definitely be in the top, like maybe 4. I think your team is solid. There's a lot of mons that I've used in the past. I think I had Mega Lopunny at one point, I think, but I don't know if I was a huge fan of Mega Lopunny. I think I did have Mega Lopunny. I think I used it in combination with I did have it. I had it with a Latia's team. I don't know what happened to that team. But that's why I don't look at PRs. That's why I didn't want to look at the homies' PRs. Yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. Thanks for the follow, brother or homie. I don't know if you're a homie or homegirl. Sorry. So yeah, yeah. I forgot that actually the speed tier is right there. It's called Whimsicott for Red's team, but Red, like, I look at Red's team and I think it's garbage. I mean, I don't think it's garbage. I think Red has a good team. I just think Whimsicott is garbage. Let me rephrase that. That's what I meant to say. Whimsicott is garbage, but it can be annoying if he uses it well, like he has been using it. Like you can use it as a disruptor for sure, and it's annoying. But I still think it's nice, but it can be a waste of a spot on one. I feel like, but it's nice. It's a nice mod in theory. It's really good. And so, like, yeah, yellow kind of needs the webs. Like, that's why Dom doesn't need webs, because his team is just, like, so unpredictable, and it's very thick. And he has zero aura, like, mouse hole, like, he has a lot of mons that can set up. So his team doesn't really need webs. But it would help. It can kind of hinder, like, makes other things. Very good defensively, though. Dude, I was going to say something. If he puts Quagsire, if Quagsire is 7-point mon, if he makes that a restricted mon, like a restricted mon, Terra, it's Quagsire. I didn't even look at it. in a prep. Very solid mon nowadays because it has unaware. I think Paladin has really good answers to mons. I think versus me, he just didn't play well. He didn't prep well actually either. I mean, he could have gotten 6-0. I just was being nice. I mean, I wasn't being nice. I just played. I played a little bit on the safer side. But his team really relies heavily on webs. Without it though, he just needs the right setup mon. I mean, he could just like. I mean, he has another. I'm not gonna say, but a lot of these people have really good. Like, I think Paladin has a really good. Like, this team has a lot of potential. So it being last, I don't like it. That's another. So those are 3 ones, and then everyone else, I'm not gonna really go into the detail about their ranking, but I think the first, you two, Lastlie. I always say your name wrong. I think yours and Paladin's ranking are not the best. Marco's team doesn't have. It does, in theory. Yeah, it does have. Slurpuff has webs. So yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll see. You know, because everything is on paper. Because it's like you have a team, right, and it's on paper. Sometimes people say you lose against a team, but you can outplay someone in a move or two and just win the match. So yeah, I'm gonna call it there. There's a good. We're almost gonna be there at 1 hour. We'll go ahead and see if we can end it at an hour. Mudkip man has webs. That doesn't need it. Oh, he kind of might need them, but like he won't really take advantage of it. I guess he would. Yeah, actually he would. I mean, his top 3 mons are really good speed wise. So I think Gogeta's team has to be number 3, like last place, because it doesn't have any synergy. But it does have 2, like 2 freaking. Oh, it was second to last, so there it is. Yeah, so that was graded fairly. It has 2 regenerating ones, and so like the last 4 bonds don't have anything. So yeah, that's what it is. We'll see how it goes. It looks like a lot of people are 2-2, 3-1. Sometimes you choke in games. We all had the chokes on this season, but yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. 30 minutes. I'm gonna post. I mean, the VOD's gonna be there. I'll post it up in the thing for a little while, and then I'll post it to YouTube whenever I do that. I mean, I could probably do that right now too, but I'm just tired. I'll just do it later. But yeah, we'll end out an hour. I want to see if I can